This is Me Before Mom, the podcast that helps moms stay connected to themselves while doing the most important job they'll ever have. And I'm your host, Bert Anderson. So right now, we are going to move into our Be Better segment, where I am going to dispense to you a few tips and tricks according to the things that I have learned in my life that I feel that I am better at doing them now. So today we are going to be talking about be better at Instagramming. Instagram is a very fun platform. It's very visual. It is kind of the new it thing out there because who doesn't like to look at a pretty picture? So if you want to be better at Instagramming, here are my 3 tips for you. Number 1, you need to post once a day. Consistency is everything in social media. Algorithms take place, people, if you are not posting every day, you simply kind of fall off of the Instagram face of the world. So every single day. Now, if you're starting out and you're new at this, don't worry about what time of day. Just post once a day. Number 2, as of right now, Instagram doesn't have a really good way of showing breaks in paragraphs. And so you can write a longer form of a message or caption. But in order to do that, it sometimes is a little overwhelming for the reader if it's like this huge block of text. I know I don't ever read those posts because I look at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have time to read this. I don't even have time to read a book to my kid. What you do is you can put a marker in there. So I use a period. So I'll do a caption part, a few sentences, maybe 2 or 3. And then I'll hit the enter button and then I'll do period. And then I'll do another enter button, and then I'll do period again, and then I'll press enter again, and then I'll start writing my next thought. So then Instagram recognizes that as a space, paragraph space. I don't know why it's that way. It's been that way forever. At the time that you're listening to this, maybe it will have been changed, and that would be awesome. But as of right now, it's not changed, so you have to do it that way. Number 3, hashtags. Hashtags are super confusing, but the way you need to think about hashtags is it's basically a search engine. It's Google within Instagram. It is a way to connect people together. So if you use the hashtag #MomLife, you can click on it within the Instagram app and it will pull up all the other photos, as long as they're public, that relate to mom life that have used that hashtag. So Instagram allows you to put 30 hashtags on every photo. I think it looks better if you put a decent amount of space between your caption and your hashtags, because really who wants to just look at a bunch of hashtags? Because really all you're doing with that is you're trying to interact and engage with that particular community of hashtags. And we can talk about being better at Instagramming and ranking in Instagramming at another time. But for this, we're just be better at Instagramming. So post daily. Once a day. You don't want to do more than 2 times a day, because then that's annoying and the Instagram community gets really annoyed and they'll unfollow you because they don't want to see stuff. Here's another thing. Here's another tip. If you are if you have a bunch of really exciting things that are happening in your life, that would be a great opportunity to use Insta Story, which is Instagram's version of Snapchat. And you can find that in the app. It's on the left-hand side, upper left-hand corner of the app. There's a little camera, and that is where you put together your Insta story. We'll talk about that at another time. But whenever I go on press trips or I'm doing something that I'm covering on my blog, I will post once on Instagram and it will be like the best picture that I have, but my behind the scenes shots and all the other things that are going on will be in my Insta story. Once a day on Instagram, no more than twice. Use whatever character you want to break up the paragraphs of your caption, because nobody wants to read a super duper long paragraph, a super duper long caption. It's too much for our very vast minds who want instant gratification. It's too much to take in. And number 3, use hashtags, 30 hashtags. Think of it as a way to build a community and engage with the community that's out there. So click on, if there's an Instagram follower that you like to, or Instagram account that you like to use, look at the hashtags that they use and click on those hashtags and then see what pulls up. Kind of get used to the community that you are wanting to interact and engage with. So Instagram, in my opinion, it's just a way of building a community that's very pretty and inspiring. So now you can be better at Instagram. That's all we have. Thank you so much for listening. Be sure to connect with me on bertmanderson.com and please visit our website, matriarchdm.com, for all of the show notes and to hear other awesome podcasts.